Hi, my name is Timo Janse here at Flying Dutchmen Cocktails in Amsterdam, and we're talking about how to manage the flow of ice within your company. When you're opening a cocktail bar, you have to understand that you'll be using a lot of ice compared to any other type of bar, compared to a beer bar, a wine bar, or even mixed drinks. Now, to give you an idea of what you're going to be needing, think about not just the size of the place, but also about the maximum capacity and the maximum amount of drinks that you would be able to serve at any given time. Now imagine that for a duration of 2 hours, this will give you the minimum necessity of the ice chest that you need. Now that we know our ice chest capacity, this will tell us the necessary capacity of the ice machine we will be needing. Now with the ice chest, it's important to understand that you need to have that isolated so that it doesn't add any excess heat to the ice, and also that it should be drained so that it can lose excess water. As soon as ice gets wet, it starts to melt even faster. Now we're not making a house party here, so please don't even consider using ice buckets or anything like that, and please never touch ice with your hands. Not only is it unhygienical, it will also make your ice melt faster. So now that we roughly know the size of the machine that we need to start looking at where to place it. Now there's a couple of important factors here. First of all, you have to understand that the ice machine is going to make a sound, so you might want to think about placing it outside of your general operating area. However, once you need the ice, you usually need it because you're really busy, so you need it close and fast. When you're looking at the space that you're going to place the ice machine in, you have to consider, first of all, where the water is coming from, so your water tap, the height of your water tap, because the water flows from top to bottom, and you also have to lose, for your ice cube machine, lose the excess water. And furthermore, you have to understand the temperature. So the ambient temperature will affect the flow and production of your ice. Finally, you have to understand the ventilation. So there has to be enough ventilation for your machine to be able to cool. If there's any of those factors, for instance, if the temperature in the room you keep your ice machine in is extremely high, or the ventilation is extremely low or non-existent, you might want to consider using a water-cooled machine instead of an air-cooled machine. So now we got the right machine in the right place. Now it's time to look at a little bit of what we can do to make sure that the machine is working properly. Well, first of all, always make sure that there's power on the machine. This seems really obvious, but a lot of times you tend to think too difficult and forget the fact that perhaps there's just simply no power or electricity on it. Second of all, if there's any leakage, even a few drops coming from the machine, this may indicate that something is not working properly or even not working well at all within the machine. So make sure that the flow of water and the water lines to and from the machines are set up right. The most important thing that I always check is the quality of the ice. Now, if there's any change or there's any quality lacking that when you expect, first of all, make sure that all of the filters and suction towards the ventilation, if you're using an air-cooled machine, is working properly. Cleaning the filter every so often, maybe once every few days or once every week, should be able to fix that. However, if the ice quality is still not the way you expect it to be in terms of the holes within them or any textural problems, this might indicate that there is a necessity for a filter between the water. In that way, you have to install a filter between it. This usually happens that has to do with the quality of the water there. Now, my father has worked his whole life ensuring that the quality of water here in Amsterdam is of the highest level. However, in other parts of the Netherlands or even the world, this quality might be lacking, which means that you might want to consider installing a filter there. If you make sure to address these points, it will keep your drinks frosty, your guests coming back for many years to come.